Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is David. Yeah, I'm still a little sick, but I'm healthy enough that I can make this video, okay? So, Gamer Stuff on YouTube. He sent me a message. He was asking me, David, how do I get a huge collection like yours, okay? And he was talking about my movies, you know, my DVDs. As you can see here, I have a whole wall of movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, all included. And here we got boxes of other stuff. Like here are video games I just don't play much anymore. More DVDs right there. There's a whole box right there. And straight across my room, there's another huge box of DVDs, movies, a couple Blu-rays also. Yeah, so that box is all movies. That one has movies in it. This one doesn't. Like that one, just, you know, not much, but yeah, that's pretty much all the movies I have. And the collection started when I was, let's see, when was the first time I had a VHS? The movie collection started when I was like 10 years old, okay? I got a Rugrats VHS, okay, with 3 episodes in it, Christmas that year. And since then, I every year for birthdays and Christmas, you know, whenever I have a present, you know, people always get me movies. So ever since then, it just you know, became a unintentional collection that started, and yeah, there it is. Okay. So I figured today I'm going to talk about tips and methods that I use to get a DVD collection to this degree, okay? I wouldn't say that my methods and tips are used by every collector, okay? Not everyone does the same way I do, and you know, that's understandable, you know. But here's the first thing that I do to make a DVD collection this big. I always buy my movies used or on sale at least, okay? But you know, I always buy my movies. I always focus on quantity and not quality. Okay, I know a lot of people focus on quality. You know, they want the special edition. They want the Blu-ray with the best high quality sound and picture quality, but stuff like that. But you can't. I'll tell you one thing, if you're buying movies at 30 bucks, your collection's going to grow really, really slow. For me, it's all about that shock when they first walk into the room. Okay, they're all going to be like, man, David, that is a lot of movies. And then later on they focus on and you look in and you see, oh, David, you got a lot of chick flicks and stuff like that. Okay, but here's the first tip. Focus, if you have to start a collection soon, focus on quantity. That equals the same as that. Okay, this one covers up more shelf space than that, and I spent the same amount of money for this set as I did for this set. Okay, and usually when it comes to sales, you know, first week it comes out, usually it's really cheap. I remember when Attack of the Clones first came out on DVD, to the special edition, first day it came out, it was like 10 bucks. I was like, man, this is weird, you know, to be on sale on the first day it comes out. The Hobbit, Unexpected Journey, it says $29.99, but when I bought it, it was like 20 bucks, $19.99, okay? This is the Best Buy exclusive Blu-ray plus DVD plus Ultraviolet combo, okay? And it's 20 bucks, man. So, yeah, check your Sunday ads and stuff like that, and know when something's going to be on sale. And there's also a bunch of message forums out there, you know, message boards, DVD Active, DVD Answers, DVD Phone, Movie Phone. There's a whole bunch out there, man. Whole lot of them. I can just list straight down a bunch of lists. But there's a lot of websites that will tell you, hey, get it here, you know, it's going to be on sale here and stuff like that. And, you know, you just like their Facebook page, whatever, and that's a good source, you know, to know what movies are coming out. Entertainment Weekly is another one. Another thing that I use to get used DVDs, usually you go to some trade stores, pawn shops, half-price bookstores tend to have them too. For me, the closest one would be Family Video, which is like a DVD rental store. You know how when people rent, when it first come out for rent, they have, like, you know, a whole bunch of them on the wall for people to rent, and then later on they have to get rid of them and only keep a couple copies. So they sell them for a cheap price. Okay, so this one I got from Family Video for $4.95. So that's a good deal. I got this 2-disc special edition at Kroger's. You know, it's called Dillon's where I live, but it's Kroger's. Well, Kroger's used to have a rental place, and they don't have it anymore. But yeah, $5.95 for this, and at the time when it came out, you know, that's cheap. Okay, the Hangover here. It's got a special box. You know, there's no special features, but got a Blockbuster for only $3.99. That's a good price for me. So yeah, get it on sale, get it used, whatever. But if you have to go for quality, you know, if you want your special edition or whatever, just go ahead and get it. Okay, I'm not gonna hold you back, but I'm gonna say that if you want to save money and you know, use that to buy, you know what I'm saying is, you can either buy that $29.99 Blu-ray or just get that $14.99 DVD and then use that extra money to get something from the $5 bin or something, you know. That's how I see it. Okay. But if you want that special edition, first day, limited edition or whatever, just go ahead and get it, okay? Because you never know when that stuff can go up in price, right, and go down. Another thing, yeah, so my main tip is quantity over quality. Focus on the numbers, okay? Sometimes when I first started this collection, when I decided, okay, I really want a big, huge collection, I bought the shelves and I just filled it up with just random movies, man. And then I used them as like placeholders, okay? And then when I actually bought the DVDs I really want, the movies I really want, I just replaced them. And those are those in those boxes. Are the original what was on the shelves, and then not what on the shelves is what I really want, and in the boxes is what I, you know, just have as placeholders. But here, let's go on eBay for a little bit, okay? So I typed in DVD lot. Sometimes you need an S too, but wholesale lots are mainly a good source for DVDs. If you want to, when I first started collection, I started doing these things. 100 new DVDs for $62. That is a price of one video game, you know. So I can either buy a brand new video game or use that money to work on my collection, okay? Which in the long run you feel more proud of. Let's see, other things we have here. Here's another wholesale lot. This one's 50 bucks, you know, less. So pretty cool. Here, a lot of 30 movies for $20. Like, that's one DVD right there, or you can buy 30 DVDs. So, yeah, that's how I started on this collection. Let the colors focus a little bit. But yeah, the thing is, for me, the methods I use is focus on the numbers, okay? Focus on the shock value that you want people to walk in and see, and then finally work on those special editions and stuff like that later on. But yeah, the thing is, I always bought my movies used. Not always, but usually buy it used. And I focus more on the numbers rather than the very expensive one or whatever, right? Like, my income is not, you know, I'm not rich. So having a DVD collection like this, people would think you're rich, but you're actually buying a whole bunch of cheap stuff, okay? So, or whatever. You get what I'm saying. But yeah. That's the tips I have when it comes to making a huge DVD collection. It's or Blu-rays or whatever you want to focus on. But there's a lot of people, if you don't know if you're going to like a movie or not, okay, because I only buy Blu-rays for movies I really like, okay? Jeremy Johns on YouTube, he actually has a special rating on his videos. I would buy it on Blu-ray, okay? Well, for me, I only buy it on Blu-ray if it's a awesome tackler movie for me, okay? Otherwise I just buy the DVD. I know I have some friends who would like, you know, I gotta buy Avengers on Blu-ray and the 3D, even though I have no intention of buying the 3D TV and stuff like that. I gotta buy the 3D version Blu-ray so I can support it so they can make a sequel. Believe me, people, Avengers is gonna get a sequel, okay? But movies like Before Midnight, which I recently made a video of, I feel like that one I should buy, support it any way I can, because the chances of them having another sequel is very slim, okay? But saying things like, oh, Dark Knight, I'm afraid they might not make another Batman movie in the future or whatever, so I gotta support them and make you know, buy the best quality version and stuff like that. You don't have to, believe me. A lot of people are like, you gotta support the movie, okay? But you gotta pick and choose, okay? I think Man of Steel is gonna make a lot of money, so I don't have to support that too much, okay? So yeah, I bought the DVD of Man of Steel because I feel like, you know, in the meantime, and then wait for the Blu-ray to come down in price. But in the meantime, I really just want to have the movie. A lot of people, they rent, they buy when they should have rented. Okay, I have a friend, he just bought movies on Blu-ray. You know, which is, I'm saying that because I'm not against Blu-rays or anything, but I'm saying that because Blu-rays are the most expensive version of the movie that you can buy, okay? And he only saw it once, and he said he hated it, the movie, and now it's just sitting on his shelves collecting dust. But yeah, whatever, right? But I feel like if you want to check out a movie, don't buy it, okay? Especially the most expensive version out there. Even if you heard reviews and stuff like that are really good, you know, make sure you like it, you know, your own preference instead of others. I don't have much else to say. I'm more babbling now than ever. So yeah, I'll just stop right there. That's how I started my DVD collection. That's why I use my methods, okay? So thank you for watching, people. Rate, favorite, subscribe. What do you collect? Okay, I mean, I collect more than just DVDs. I have books. I have hats. Okay, so yeah, it just keeps going on and on. So rate, favorite, subscribe. Talk to you guys later.